That's hilarious. Hello, it's Pride. This month the gays are stepping out, and the category is identity, and owning that completely.
Which is exactly where my fear sets in.
Hi, my name is Ehi, and I'm one of the newest talent residents with Beto Like.
Cállate, I'm looking now. It's not Devante, it's a new guy. It's a whole new guy.
Oh, that's stupid. Why am I gonna waste my time talking on the phone? She lives right across the street. Marisol!
Pride is fun, it's joyous, but the black and brown queer experience is just still so underrepresented. I just don't feel like I ever found anyone who understands me and my multicultural struggle with it. Because I mean, like, there wasn't a bunch of queer Nigerian Puerto Ricans running around when I was a kid. Oh my god, hey King. That's me. I was always so full of life, definitely a diva in my own right, and just widely misunderstood. Growing up, my views of coming out and claiming your identity were always through the guise of cis white people. Now, those experiences did help, but after a cis white person comes out as gay, they're still cis and white, and given exponentially more privilege and freedom of expression than people of color.
There was just no warning that after coming out as a queer person of color, there is a whole world we'll have to figure out how to navigate. We would have to work through on our own unrealistic beauty standards, fetishization of skin that comes with a target on its back, all while trying to connect to cultures that sometimes negate our queerness. It's a layered situation that comes with a lot of points of advocacy, and honestly, it gets really overwhelming sometimes.
I think I just always kind of had an issue feeling like I was enough of anything, because I was being served these heavy amounts of what white queerness could look like, and I was just never gonna fit that mold. It's just not gonna happen. But I'm also Puerto Rican and I don't speak Spanish, so I didn't think I was Latin enough. And besides my immediate family, I wasn't seeing the representation of black Latina people, so I didn't feel like I looked the part either. And my Nigerian culture, we widely don't accept queerness. In a lot of ways, we don't even tolerate it. And so I could never find a space that I felt comfortable in. 2020 was giving very much peril, very much we're never gonna make it out of here again. But it gave us a chance to really sit with ourselves and figure out who we are and what we have to offer, because you know what? It's not like we had anything else to do. I was stuck in the house and working as an essential worker. I lost my summer opera gig and I was finishing up a performance degree online. Things are crappy enough, but I definitely wasn't ready to be forced into the next chapter of my life.
Yeah, what's up, Hime? How you doing? Is everything okay? Okay. I'll talk to you later. Okay? Bye-bye.
I lost my dad to COVID. He was such a beautiful person, and I know he loved me so much. We weren't on the best of terms before he died, and I just wish I could have better cherished the moments he had left on this earth. When it comes to my dad, when he died, that was just really difficult. It was so sudden, it was so fast. When he didn't accept me, it really, really hurt my feelings. It really, really disappointed me, because I was like, this is your chance. This is your opportunity right here, and you should take it to be my dad. And he couldn't, and I knew that was because it was years and years of cultural pulls and religious pulls that just made it difficult for him. It really closed me off to not only him, but my culture, because I was like, I don't want to be a part of this. If this is what it's like to be Nigerian and be queer, like I don't want it, because this is who I am. This is what I have to offer. And I think the hardest part about it was he was coming around. It was really slow, but he was coming around, and I was just too closed off already. I was too far gone emotionally. And I regret that, because I feel like he missed the opportunity to get to know me, and I missed the opportunity to get to know him. And yeah, I regret that. That sits with me every day. And yeah, I miss him so much. I do. Outside of my dad and my Nigerian culture, it was still sort of difficult to figure out my strength and my queerness on my Puerto Rican side as well. My sister and I were raised by my mom and her partner, who was just really toxic and abusive to my family, but especially to me. And it was good in a lot of ways, because I got to see two people of the same sex living and coexisting underneath the same roof. And through my mom, I got a cultural example of what queerness could look like. But because the relationship was so toxic, it was kind of difficult for me to see that as a positive thing. But I'm going to school and I got made fun of for being more feminine than the other boys. And they're making fun of me because I have two moms, and the relationship that I'm defending is toxic. So it was hard for me to see queerness as a positive thing. But since then, I came out to my mom and my sister. It was super, super easy. It was really beautiful, and it's really helped our relationship. And my mom and I have had a lot of great conversations about identity, and I feel so blessed to have them in my life.
So I don't know if you both know, but I like men.
Yes. Yeah, no, I remember when you were a little kid and you did like Billie Jean dances.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like if I would have known earlier, I definitely would have been more protective in that sense, you know, that I would have understood like, okay, it's because, you know, so I would have just been like, yo, just be uniquely you. And I'm here to have your back on that.
If I would have known earlier, I would have shared with you a lot of stories from my childhood, because my mom was the mom that accepted everybody that came into our house. You know, she was a medium, so people of different color, you know, different backgrounds would come in. I remember the opera singer that was had been a man, and at 50 he changed his gender to be a woman, and she was welcomed and she loved my mom. So I always had different types of people in my home. So if I would have known earlier, go, oh, Bobby, it's okay.
I mean, for me, I was like, why you didn't tell us earlier that you even had any kind of connection because, you know, of our households. So for me, there is no difference. I mean, you're my brother, it doesn't matter, who cares?
Having their support was incredible, especially my mom, because it really made me lean into wanting to learn more about my Puerto Rican side. But the gag about that is because of my beautiful black skin, a lot of people don't acknowledge the fact that I'm Puerto Rican. And it's like, hello, black Latina people exist. The weirdest part is that I feel like I come out as Puerto Rican way more than I do anything else. And the more and more I think about these things, the more I realize that these are not just singular experiences. There are so many queer people of color out there right now who are thinking the same exact things, and their stories are just left unheard because for some reason we still think it's important to give a show to every rich white guy who comes out as gay. The great part about it is I can feel my dad pushing me every single day to learn more and more about both my cultural backgrounds in my queerness, and it really just giving me the confidence to just really press into that. Cat, pow. Okay, all right, here it is. I'm Nigerian, and my queerness does not negate that fact. And I'm also Puerto Rican, and if my skin throws you for a loop, that is on you. All these things live and breathe in this one singular body, and I'm not gonna apologize for that anymore. So I challenge myself, and I challenge you, to make this pride and every pride to come not just be about celebrating your queerness, but let it be about celebrating your queerness and your color, your queerness and your culture, and don't let anybody make you feel like you're unwelcome in your own ethnic spaces. Just continue to love yourself and love others completely, and the rest doesn't matter. Just make them eat it. Make them eat it. And with that, with so much love, besitos, and happy Pride.